simply because he had this relationship of the gangster, the politician, and the lawman.
Thank God you're my friend.
By the mid-1980s, with the help of Borgia and his hitman Steve Flemmi, Boston's most notorious Italian mafioso are behind bars. John Connolly is the toast of the town, and Whitey is untouchable.
People in journalism were looking and saying, well, what about Whitey Bulger? Is he next? Is he the next target?
And there was a lot of agencies that were trying to give them the attention that we should be giving them. But time and time again, the investigations, for one reason or another, would get tipped. We'd get so far, but we would never be able to reach them.
If someone was going to be a rat and went to the FBI for protection, willing to wear a wire, Jimmy Bulger would get a heads up from John Connolly. Next thing you know, the guy's dead. And this happened all the time. That's scary. Who do you go to? You're in trouble. Who are you going to run to? The police?
In the late 1980s, Bulger and Flemmi ruled Boston like feudal warlords, pilfering the neighborhood they call home, killing indiscriminately and without consequence. But like all the others before them, in 1990, the luck of the Irish will run out.
We hit one of the top bookmakers in Boston. He had firsthand relationships with Bulger and Flemmi. And eventually we started peeling away the layers.
And I think that was the beginning of the end. Because now Jimmy Bulger was chewing off his body parts to stay on the street. He'd run out of people to give up.
In December 1990, John Connolly decides to retire from the FBI. While in retirement during the mid-90s, he informs Whitey and Flemmi that the indictments are coming down.
Bulger reacted immediately. He had an escape plan all laid out. When you're a rat, you have to plan ahead. Stevie Flemmi was riding around the financial district, and when the cops caught him, he thought it was a hit. He was screaming, "Don't shoot me, don't shoot me." You know, he thought it was a hit, but it wasn't a hit. It was a federal hit, and that's when they wrapped him up.
Whitey's years of planning for life on the run become a reality. In 1995, Bulger goes on the lam and disappears into the great American landscape.
Stevie Flemmi is left to face these charges. He's arrested, and he decides that his defense was, we were FBI informants and we had immunity from prosecution. The FBI told us that we could do anything short of murder. Just don't clip anyone.
But during the 1990s, more than 20 bodies around South Boston are unearthed.
We believe that this was an original dig site, burial site.
Once they started digging up the bodies of the women, I think things really changed. And there weren't too many people around Southie then who were saying, oh, he was really a good guy.
It was disgusting. We're talking about women, girlfriends, stepdaughters. There was absolutely no rules with this crew. It was almost like it was fun. It became, to them, something that I think over time they began to enjoy.